4 sticks of butter. They already look so freaking good. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bree and I have not posted on here in almost a year, I would say. But I'm gonna put my best effort in to start posting on here more regularly. I'm not gonna get into a big spiel about it because shit happens. It's Thursday, it's the week before Christmas, so today I have some prepping that I need to do. I went and bought, I think, all of the groceries I need for all of the like food prep. I currently live in Minnesota, but I'm from Iowa, so we're going down to Iowa for my family's Christmas the 22nd through the 24th, which means I need to start prepping stuff for that now. There's no rush, but I just want to, you know, slowly get things done so that there doesn't end up being a rush. So today I think I'm gonna make all of my homemade butter that I'm planning on doing. Not doing anything crazy this year for Christmas because it's really like my first time where I'm contributing to like all of the food and preparation of everything. What I need to prep before going is homemade butter, buttermilk biscuits, and homemade bagels, and then the other 2 meals or food items that I'm preparing I will be doing when I'm in Iowa, which is gonna be my cinnamon roll recipe and then a like elevated pigs in a blanket recipe. It's about 10:30 right now. I do need to go work and do my actual job for a little bit, but then I will come back and we can start doing the butter. This was Sky's first time being in like actual snow. It snowed a few times, but like not nearly this much, and she literally just sinks into it. It's the funniest thing. I'm gonna start making butter. I do have a little bit of cleanup to do first though. I'm actually loving this snow as far as filming goes though, because it gives off the best lighting. It's so bright outside. I just got this KitchenAid like 3 weeks ago now, I would say. It is the greatest thing in my life right now. I just want to make everything homemade. It's so fun. It's like having little science experiments to do. Homemade butter is the easiest thing by far that I have made. It is literally just heavy whipping cream. You pour it in here, you start slowly mixing it and work your way up to a faster speed, and within like 15 minutes, you have butter. So I'm gonna make 4 sticks today, which means 4 cups is kind of the rule I follow. I hope I have enough heavy whipping cream. I bought another smaller container of this, so I will probably be using all of it. 1 more out of this, maybe. Amazing. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay, we need 1 more. 1 more cup. I got this little guy, and I probably won't even use all of it, so we'll have some left over. 1 more. Okay. 4 cups in there. We obviously have to record everything for TikTok and Instagram. Gonna get out our whisk attachment and just let her go. I'm gonna go on the lowest setting for a few minutes and then, like I said, slowly work it up in speed. So I will check back in with you as the time goes on and the process happens. Let her do her thing. It's so close to being done. It's like literally spraying everywhere, but we should have butter in approximately like 30 seconds. Oh! Okay, we're done. Yay! Next step is getting a cold bowl of water. We're gonna squeeze out all of the buttermilk into this bowl, and then we're gonna put the butter into the water. So let me get a bowl. I got this set of mixing bowls from Target, only 30 bucks for 5 of them. I will say though, one of the bowls broke. So I only have 4, but that's okay. Cold bowl of water. Let's roll the sleeves up a bit. We gotta get in there. I'm gonna actually look ridiculous, but that's fine. All right, let's get all of this that's sticking to the whisk off and into the bowl. Take this bad boy off and form it all together. Look at how much we have. That's not even all of it. Squeeze all the buttermilk out, and we're gonna keep the buttermilk because 1, you can make so many things with buttermilk, and 2, I'm actually gonna be using it tomorrow when I make homemade buttermilk biscuits. Into the water. It's easier to just do it into 2 chunks. I'm gonna let that just sit for a while and prepare everything else. I'm also gonna dump this into mason jars and put it in the fridge. Bless you. Chick-fil-A just got here. Diet Coke, yes please. I'm gonna need a sip of this immediately. Oh yeah, this is what's gonna keep us going. Straining this because there's still some chunks of butter. Also trying not to spill. What's up, bug? This goes into the fridge and will be used tomorrow. It is time to divide all of it up now. I'm gonna try my best to get it into 4 even chunks. Okay, I've got them split up as evenly as I could get. Now let's get the seasonings. First one, whoa, shucking shit. Cinnamon sugar, we're gonna do 2 of them for that. I have this that's like already a mixed cinnamon sugar, but then I like to add in normal cinnamon just to give it a little bit more. Okay, these are done. Now we're gonna do a garlic and herb one. I already have this pre-made or pre-mixed garlic and herb, but it just includes garlic, onion, black pepper, basil, rosemary. Okay, one more. And this one I'm a little nervous about because I haven't done it yet, but we're gonna try doing like a honey flavored one. So this one will be kind of an experiment. Okay, let's get this wrapped up. Clean surface before we start this. What I like to do is take my, what is this called? I can't remember what this is called. This thing, and flatten it out and shape it into a rectangle stick-like shape. We're just kind of smashing it until it gets elongated, you know? One more time should be good. Ta-da! It's like all marbled and pretty. The cinnamon is spread throughout, and then we can shape it once we start to wrap it also. And then you just roll it up. And since this is going to be kind of like a gift, I am going to put some like cute ribbon on it and make it look fun and festive, you know? So we'll give the ends a twist. It's not ribbon, it's twine. Cut some pieces. The red and white I think is the cutest, especially for Christmas. Also, for storage, you can keep this in the fridge for up to 2 to 3 weeks. And then if you still haven't used it all, you can put it in the freezer. But it does get pretty hard in the fridge, so I like to set it out for a little bit if I know I'm gonna use it for something, so it can soften up a little bit. Otherwise, you can microwave it. I don't know, you can kind of just do whatever with it. Treat it like it's normal butter. The twine is added in cute little bows, and then I like to write the flavor or like the seasoning on here, so I'm just gonna write cinnamon sugar on the parchment. And then we'll repeat for the other 3. Voila, 1 done. I'm not gonna make you watch me do every single one, so I will be back once they're all done. 4 sticks of butter, done and ready to go. The garlic and herb and a cinnamon sugar one are going to be going to Matt's parents, and then a cinnamon sugar and honey will be going to my parents. So I'm gonna stick these in the fridge until they're ready to be transported. But that's all for today's prep. Now I have to get back to work. We are back. It's a few days later and I am a tad bit hungover, if you could not tell. Hung out and did like a game night with some friends last night. It was really fun, but I haven't played drinking games like that in quite a bit. But we have a lot to do today. We leave for Christmas either tonight or tomorrow morning, and I still have bagels and biscuits I need to make. First things first, taking a vitamin C packet because I need all I can get right now. These are just the Beekeeper's Natural Propolis plus vitamin C little packet, and I take these more often when it starts to get cold because I get sick really easily. They're a little tough though. Also just made a coffee. I'm hoping this helps me out a little bit and gets me woken up. I decided I needed to shower before I started doing all of this to feel a little bit more clean and awake. I'm still looking very rough, but I'm feeling slightest bit better. Let's make some biscuits. These are actually like one of the easier things I've made. It's 4 ingredients, not including salt, because that doesn't really count in my head, but it's literally just buttermilk, flour, baking powder, and actual butter that you like shred into it, and salt. So I'm gonna actually measure out my buttermilk quick because that's gonna dictate how many biscuits we can make. I'm hoping I have enough to make 2 batches. This is how much milk I have. Okay, 1 1/4 cup is 1 batch, so we need 2.5 cups, I believe. Start off with our flour. Also need 2.5 cups of that. Wait, we're doubling. Bigger bowl, 2 cups and a half. Now let's do that again. So it'll end up being 5 cups. 1 more little guy. 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Pinch of salt. Mix it up. Let's do a whole stick instead of half. And that's about as good as we're gonna get before I clip one of my fingers. All right, here's the real test, seeing if we have enough buttermilk. I think I'm just gonna have to probably use all of this. We had literally the perfect amount, so that worked out. Let's mix. Don't have a cookie cutter, so I've been using a glass.
Burgers you love.
Our little biscuits. You want them to be like 1/2 inch to 1 inch thick, so this is about perfect. Look at all my biscuits. Gonna butter the cast iron. Not sure if I can fit all of them in here, so we also have this little baby one. This should be done. I also made just a butter and honey little mixture to put over the top of them to give them some more flavor and just some moisture. Gonna let these just sit and cool, and then we can package them up. Okay, we're back. It's been a few hours. I needed to work on making a Christmas gift, and I also needed to just lay down for a second. But now we are moving on to making some bagels. And then that is the last thing we have to prep before we go. I will be making more food when we get there, and I have like all the stuff for it. But after we do the bagels, we're done with everything that needs to happen beforehand. We have to do a yeast mixture, let that sit for 10 minutes, and then make our dough, which then has to sit for an hour to rise. 1 1/3 cup of warm water. 2.5 tablespoons of yeast. And a tablespoon of sugar. Okay. Gonna give that a tiny stir and then let it sit for 10 minutes so that the yeast can activate. My yeast mixture should be done. Look at her, she has grown. Now I'm going to add in my flour and some salt, and then we're going to knead this in the mixer and let it sit for an hour. I'm adding in 3.5 cups of flour and 1 tablespoon of salt. I'm gonna just let it rest for an hour. Our dough should be done. Oh yeah, she has risen quite a bit. I also have some water going that will eventually come to a boil, and then we have to put the bagels on each side for 1 minute in the boiling water, take them out, give them a little egg wash, and then put whatever seasonings on that I'm gonna do. For this batch, I'm gonna do some salt bagels, so I have some nice salt in there and some cinnamon sugar. The sun is setting very soon, so I'm trying to get this done before the sun goes down. Got our dough ball. I made 6 bagels with this amount last time, so I'm going to divide this up into 6 even parts. We have our bagels shaped and our water is about ready, so I'm gonna set out now a pan with some parchment paper on it, so once they're done in the water I can set it right onto there and we can do the rest of the stuff on there and pop it in the oven. We're running out of daylight, but here are the bagels before they go in. Cinnamon sugar on the bottom and salt bagels on the top. They already look so freaking good. All right, this is the final result. I'm exhausted. I am ready for bed and it's only 5 o'clock. We have to get up and travel tomorrow. We just have to drive back to Iowa, which is only like 4 hours, so not bad, but definitely gonna be going to bed early. I am done now with all of the food prep. Thank you for joining me. It was fun to film. Hopefully it was fun to watch, but that's where we're leaving it off. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next vlog.